There are some great updates coming out of ChatGPT that I think we should have a quick look at. Next week, we're going to give some love to SharePoint and agents there. So today is ChatGPT, next week is Microsoft. There's love for everyone. We're going to cover 3 important things today. One is sharing of projects. Yay, at last. I love it. I'm going to show you how it works. The second is company knowledge, which is really interesting because it tells us where things are going. And the third and most exciting is Atlas, the agentic browser from OpenAI. Let's have a look at everything. So update number 1 is sharing of projects. Now we've had projects in ChatGPT for a long while, and we use them to create an area in ChatGPT that specializes in a certain project or in a certain client or in a certain task or in a certain something that we work on. And I've got a few examples here in my demo account. But the limitation has always been that these projects are just for one person and they're not shared with others. We could always create a similar project for another team member just by copying the project instruction and the project files. The project instruction lives here and the project files are here, but now there's also memory in projects and they understand the context of everything we're talking about. They remember the chats. So they've really become an expert in a project, and that's hard to replicate with another user. So now we can share. When we share a project, which is here, we can share it with a certain person in our team, or we can share it with anyone with a link, which is what I did, and then I shared the link with someone in my team. They joined the project, and now we can both use the same project. We can see it at each other's chats, and we can continue each other's chats or even branch them. So I continue to the right and they continue to the left. This means we can really collaborate on a project. We can collaborate working on a particular client, on a particular marketing strategy, or have a project that knows how to write in our brand voice, have a project that knows how to help us draft certain proposals. Anything like that, we can work on together. I love that. Update number 2 is company knowledge. I can activate it from here in any new chat or from here. And what it does is that it enables all these connectors that I have into my business apps. In my case, it's Google Drive and all sorts of Microsoft platforms, and it could be others like Slack or any other apps that we're using for business. And this means that ChatGPT can now answer questions and reason across all the knowledge in my business, which is huge. So I can ask it about the status of a project or to summarize a certain project. I can ask it who I know in a certain company. I can ask it to look over my emails and answer questions from there. I can ask it to give me an update on projects, on clients, on my teammates, on anything that is stored in my corporate knowledge. This is very significant, and this shows us where things are going now, because it's threatening now the positioning of Microsoft Copilot and Google Gemini as the ones that are grounded in business knowledge. Now ChatGPT can be grounded in that knowledge too. It also threatened a whole category of apps that were built like Glean and Cassidy and some of the others that were designed to answer questions based on corporate knowledge. And now ChatGPT can do that. So competition is fierce and our choices are getting much harder, but we're spoiled for choice. And a final and very exciting update is ChatGPT Atlas. ChatGPT Atlas is a browser. If you've seen my video a few weeks ago on Comet from Perplexity, Atlas is very, very similar. I can't show you Atlas myself yet because it's right now available only for Macs and I'm on Windows, but I can show you the video, and if you're on a Mac, you might want to have a play. And what it does, so to begin with, it, just like the others, not very groundbreaking anymore. It means that we have ChatGPT in the browser with us as an assistant on the sidebar. That's nice, but that doesn't impress us very much anymore, does it? The very impressive bit starts here about 1 minute into the video, where we can actually ask it to take actions for us. So for example, get me beach stuff, and it gets permission to continue. And then it takes over the browser and clicks around and gets the stuff for the beach holiday. It can click around any site that we can browse, just like Comet from Perplexity. Atlas can click around on any site that we can visit. So it can book holidays, it can search and organize information, it can start a Google Sheet or a Google Doc and type things into it, it can look at a list in a Google Sheet of invoices and go and create them in our accounting app, or go and look at our accounting app and copy the invoice details into our sheet. It can do anything that we can do in a browser. Just like Comet from Perplexity has been doing for me for months now, and I love it. There are risks involved. If you're going to implement this, we need to talk about policy and what you allow your team to do. I'm so excited about these updates because what I'm seeing is AI coming closer and closer to where we are. And we no longer have to go to ChatGPT and tell it what we're doing. It's with us in the browser. It remembers everything about us. It can see what we're doing and it can help. I'm loving the experience that I've been having with Comet from Perplexity, similar to Atlas for OpenAI, that has been around for a few months now. Just lives in my browser with me, always available to support me, always available to take on tasks for me. I'm loving it. Have a play with these features. If ChatGPT is not your main work tool, that's okay. All these features are coming into all the others, into Google Gemini and into Copilot, Microsoft Copilot, whatever you're using. So don't feel left behind. I will also let you know when similar features come to Microsoft Copilot. See you next week.